If this message reaches you, it is meant for you. For anyone seeking inner peace today, you are not the mind. Listen. This is not entertainment. This is not coincidence. And this is not something you randomly found. This moment found you because something has been shifting quietly beneath your life. Not dramatically, not loudly, but steadily. And if you are honest with yourself, you felt it. Not as excitement, not as fear, but as a subtle inner knowing. A sense that your old way of living no longer fits, even though nothing is technically wrong. A sense that you've outgrown something you can't name. That is where this begins. Most real transformations don't arrive with fireworks. They arrive in silence. They arrive when you're driving home late at night with the radio off, when you're standing in the shower staring at nothing, when you wake up at 3 in the morning for no reason, heart calm, mind empty. That moment when your life didn't fall apart, but it stopped making noise. That's when the shift began. Not because you asked for it, not because you were searching, but because you became ready. Readiness isn't motivation. Readiness is stability. You stopped chasing meaning. You stopped begging life to explain itself. You stopped forcing outcomes. And in that stillness, something aligned. You may have noticed that your life started rearranging itself without asking for permission. People drifted away without drama. Plans collapsed that once felt right. Opportunities appeared that didn't match your old identity. You didn't lose control. You outgrew the old controls. Like a child realizing the bicycle no longer needs training wheels. There's a man in his mid-40s, steady job, decent income, family life stable. Nothing wrong on the surface. But every morning felt heavy, not depressed, just misaligned. One day, his position was eliminated. It felt like loss. 6 months later, he was mentoring younger professionals, calmer, clearer, more alive than he'd ever been. That wasn't failure. That was repositioning. That's what's been happening to you. Life isn't testing you. It's clearing space. Here's how you know this isn't imagination. Your intuition doesn't whisper anymore, it interrupts. Emotional reactions dissolve faster than they used to. You sense timing instead of forcing decisions. You feel watched, but not externally, internally. And silence feels nourishing instead of uncomfortable. That presence you feel isn't something observing you. It's you becoming aware of yourself. Most people live inside thought. You've begun standing behind it. Before clarity arrives, identity must loosen. That's why you shed old emotional loops, validation habits, fear-based ambitions, and survival roles. You weren't breaking down. You were being simplified. Someone once said, "I don't know who I'm becoming, but I know who I can't be anymore." That sentence marks the threshold. That's where you crossed. This is not about being special. It's about being stable. When someone becomes calm without withdrawal, aware without arrogance, clear without rigidity, they become an anchor. People relax around them. Conversations slow down. Truth surfaces without confrontation. That's influence without effort. That's the role you're stepping into. Not leader, not teacher, not savior, Stabilizer. You may have noticed that people open up to you unexpectedly. Strangers trust you with things they don't usually share. Conflicts de-escalate in your presence. You don't try. It just happens. That's not charisma. That's coherence. Your inner world stopped fighting itself, and the outer world responds. This message isn't arriving earlier or later than it should. It's arriving now. Because you can hold uncertainty without panic. You can sit in silence without running. You can feel deeply without collapsing. You can let go without bitterness. That emotional maturity is rare, and only a stable system can receive deeper awareness. Your role is not something you do. Your role is what happens because you are here. You normalize presence. You remind others, unconsciously, what calm feels like. You hold space without effort. You are not becoming something new. You are remembering something ancient. From this point forward, decisions feel quieter. Intuition feels grounded. Time feels different. Reactions shorten. Alignment deepens. You won't need external confirmation. Truth will feel obvious. You are not here by chance. But you are not chosen above others. You are positioned among others as part of a larger pattern unfolding through calm, aware humans. This isn't about escaping the world. It's about stabilizing it from within. If something in you recognizes this, not emotionally but quietly, then stay connected. Subscribe to this channel for grounded, consciousness-based explorations that don't manipulate fear or fantasy. And if this message resonated, type in the comments, "I am present, not for me, for yourself." Because awareness deepens when it's acknowledged. You are not the mind. You are the awareness listening to it, and that is where everything changes. Subscribe for more.